since they were abandoned.
Here's one of the rabbits that was in the cage here where they were keeping them extremely malnourished. You can feel the backbone, the hip bones. He's just got absolutely no muscle fat on him.
So there's the white one that's underneath the house.
There's just one more rabbit to find, and after discovering a hole that leads from the backyard into the garage, the team has a good idea where to look next.
Where's the other rescue rabbit?
Funny bunny. I found him. He's behind boxes. I see his little whiskers and his nose moving.
The rabbit is found a secluded corner to hide in.
You're not happy.
We're not happy.
And closer inspection reveals why.
That one's been making a nest. In other words, we're pregnant. And the last one that I brought out that was in the garage did appear to be quite chunky. So, that one's either been eating really well or it is pregnant.
Without proper nutrition, the baby's prospects aren't good. Price needs to get back to the shelter as quickly as possible.
Someone apparently came on the property, saw the animal, and then left.
He's dead.
He just passed.
If we don't do a necropsy and we try to gun the owner, we don't have a case on that one.
Just load up the trailer and go.
Oh.
Doing necropsy is always a challenge. You're searching for a cause of death, and sometimes it's not very clear at all. It's a physically demanding task and mentally demanding because your wheels are turning about what things to look for that might be abnormal.
Questions surrounding the two other horses seized from the same dress, as well as establishing the cause of death. Westbrook's hoping for any clues which might help with their treatment. After almost an hour, it's finally over.
We found several abnormalities in the organs of this horse, and we're trying to determine whether those abnormalities are normal for post-mortem changes or whether this is a potential cause of death. We found bot flies in the stomach, which is possibly a normal finding for even some healthy horses. We found abnormal kidneys. The kidneys had a yellow gelatinous pus-like material in the center of the kidneys. The lungs were abnormal color, the spleen was an abnormal color, and even the heart had an abnormal amount of this yellow gelatin-like material found in the ventricles of each limb of the heart. So we're going to send all those tissues off and try to determine whether they had any bearing on the cause of death or whether these are potentially normal findings. And so that's what we're dealing with now.
Meanwhile, in Fort Bend County, a court hearing has been convened.
أنت راسي؟ مين هيرس؟ ده راسي أنا. يلا.
It's a new development in the case of the 32 prize-winning Cocker Spaniels that were seized from a man's garage. Professional dog breeders will often enter into partnerships in order to share the costs of caring for their dogs. Individuals have now come forward claiming co-ownership of some of the spaniels. After a hearing lasting nearly 3 hours, 28 dogs are awarded to the Houston SPCA. The remaining 4 are returned to owners who were unaware that their dogs were being housed in such appalling conditions. The owner of the property where the dogs were seized has failed to show up for the hearing. He'll learn the outcome when he receives a court order demanding he pay Houston SPCA medical costs totaling over $11,000. It's been a long and drawn-out affair, but finally the Houston SPCA can begin pursuing a criminal case against him.
Yeah.
shelter. Investigators wheels in motion.
كل حاجة تاخديها.
And also have the evidence pulled out. Right here is some of the toenails that were pulled off of the dogs. They were extremely long and to the cause of the dog's coat. Also, a few parasites that were pulled off, from underneath all the matting. It's definitely one of the worst cases that I've seen as far as animal neglect. And that's basically what this is, just strictly animal neglect.
Armed with such strong evidence, Pavlicek is confident of securing a criminal conviction. Deputy Bill Jenkins agrees.
The worst thing I've seen in my career was this. It needs to be dealt with swiftly, and it needs to be dealt with harshly, as these dogs were treated.
مريم راح فين؟ راح فين؟
With custody of most of the dogs to the Houston SPCA, the team confronted the work community with a massive number of less critical dogs. Fortunately, volunteers to make the lives of the little dogs a whole lot more comfortable.
A group of groomers, volunteer owner services that have started to shave all the dogs down and work on their skin with veterinary support, and they're all looking like they're going to be wonderfully healthy after this. That's so nasty. We've done a lot of dogs in our 20 years. Yeah, doing this is the worst. That's bad. We had these dogs up on the table, some of them spent 6 and 7 hours on the table, which is usually takes an hour to accomplish.
نعم.
These dogs were always good natured.
لا اللي هيقولوا عليا السريلانكية اللي جاية.
لا ازاي؟
بلاش
عايزين نولع النور اللي هنا طيب. عايزين نولع النور.
ما هي البتاعة هي اللي بيولعوها.
والله انا ناسي ان هي دي اللي بتولع.
Volunteer groomer Diane Weaverman has been especially taken by one of the dogs she's helping.
Give me it.
اروح بعيد؟
لا صور ده بقى حتة
اه جميل.
وتعالى نونو اقفي جنب ده.
هو عايز نور.
نور.
هو عايز كهرباء. جميل ايه.
Totally sweet, they don't even sweet, they don't offer to be mean or anything. Just a sweet.
ايه رأيك في جوه الخمس
يجي ما يجيش ليه؟
ماشي.
بس
بس انا مش هعمل ده كله، انا هعمل رز بتاع ده
مكبوس.
ايوه برياني
مكبوس
حاجه واحده.
مكبوس لحم.
لا مش بالجزر، هحط فيه اللوز حاجات مش هعمل الدوشه دي.
ده عامله جو دوشه جامده قوي.
ماما قبل الاكل ده
تفطري كده، تفطري يا مريم.
روحي خدي لك حته فخ ابرك
كده هتفطري يا مريم.
ايوه يا ماما، ما انا خايفه عليكي عشان ما فيش حاجه تبقى.
I'm not very good at palpation, but I think I do feel little fetuses in there. I think she is pregnant. So I'm suspicious that she
No.
me here might confirm my check from house meats. And I do see little brown
اللي
she can treat her for the termites and the termites without it causing
ما ينفعش كده.
Take her to x-ray and see if we can see how many are in there.
اجي بعيد ازاي يعني؟ اروح بعيد فين؟ لغايه فين؟ تك تك حاضر.
So here's the x-ray of our bunny.
دي ما شغلناهاش من
You
بيتزا.
see little skeletons here, so this definitely confirms that she's pregnant. And it should be relatively soon.
انا عارفه الله يرحمها رائده من